What problem are we solving with the AI first launch?
AI is changing the world that we live in, and it's moving quickly. It's helping people. It's making big changes in how everyone operates on a daily basis. But the biggest thing is we're already supporting as partner fleet, partnership teams, product teams working on integrations. And the partnership teams are getting less support from the tools that exist today, right? They're getting less budget, less benefit from Salesforce having a bunch of AI tools. So we really took a look and we're like, what can we do to make our customers' lives better, to solve the problems that they're trying to solve? And can AI help us do this? And can AI help us create something that's better for them as well? And so that's really the focus of what this launch is. How do we, as Partner Fleet, really change the game for our customers, help partnership teams do more with the less they're constantly given, but also enable them to be an AI first organization within any company?
So, Partner Fleet's first AI vision is Marketplace in a Day, which is a feature set to make it possible for someone to actually launch a marketplace in a day where it used to take at least a few weeks. What does that mean and why is it such a big deal?
Setting up a marketplace would take a year or more. You'd have to have your developers involved. You have to have web dev involved. You have to have product management, all of these teams involved to get a marketplace launched. That would mean that any ROI, any benefit you get out of a marketplace, whether that's leads, brand benefit, benefits to your partners, would take more than a year for those benefits to start showing up. Partner Fleet came in and we took that from more than a year down to just a couple months to start seeing that benefit. And we also took it to where you don't need a 10-person team to do it. You can do it with just one or two people, but you were still outsourcing a lot of the content generation, a lot of the taxonomy setup, a lot of the marketplace setup would go to your partners to submit their listings, or you'd have to go to your internal team to make sure that the content and the taxonomies in the marketplace looked the way that it needed to look. And so there was still a lot of collaboration, but it was all point and click. So now with the AI first focus of what we're launching with that marketplace in a day idea is that all of this is done for you. Instead of you having to go through and come up with the ideas and all of that, it's done for you to begin with and can be enhanced then by you, your partners, and your team.
All right, so tell me about the first feature of Marketplace in a Day, which is live now.
The first thing we're launching is the listing builder. This allows our customers to define what a listing looks like, what a good listing looks like, what content should be on there. But then also we will use the information given by our customer, information about the partner, and generate this listing, generate the description, generate features, generate descriptions around the services they offer if they're not an integrated partner, whatever it is, so that instead of having a lot of okay listings that were submitted by partners, you actually start with good listings that your partners can then enhance or that you can then enhance. You can get hundreds of listings up in a matter of hours instead of waiting weeks for that content to be put together and submitted by the partner.
There are probably a million AI features we could be building into Partner Fleet, right? So, why did we choose the AI listing builder as the very first?
Talking about ROI took time for customers to get, right? We want them to get the benefit of the marketplace. They were getting that in a few months. We want to bring that forward. But what we found is that ROI increases with the quality of the marketplace. The better the listings are, the better the taxonomies are, the more content that's on there benefits the SEO, it benefits lead conversion, it benefits the internal team because the sales team now knows more about the partnerships, the customer success team, et cetera. Not only are we able to see that ROI faster, right? Instead of a couple months, it's much faster in a few days, but also that ROI is elevated because the content is better, the information is better, and ultimately the outcomes are better.
How does this change the game for a company looking to expand their ecosystem?
The biggest change is the scope of this project changes, right? I've already mentioned this used to take a year. When we launched, it would still take a couple months. Now it's much faster. The value added tied to that scope, a lot of leadership teams would overestimate even the original scope. They would overestimate the scope and underestimate the value. What we're doing here is we're decreasing that scope significantly while actually increasing the value that can be returned through a marketplace. And so for those companies where this was 10th priority, where they're only able to work on 4 priorities because of perceived value, We're changing it to where the scope over value is so much smaller, so much faster that it can become a first or second priority without getting rid of those other priorities. It just changes where it falls in line.
So, talk to me about the next features coming out. Past the AI listing builder, what are we building to achieve this marketplace in a day vision?
We're going to be setting up a process to pre-brand the marketplace so that it looks like your website, like the customer's brand feel immediately without having to go through rounds and rounds of branding and design work. We're also working on taxonomies. So instead of flat, boring taxonomies like CRM marketing, we're going to have AI evaluate all the listings in the marketplace and propose the taxonomies, the categories that actually make sense to your consumers, to the end users, so that they can find and engage with partners better. We're also going to be adding in conversational search so that, again, your customers can talk about who they are, ask questions, and learn more about your partners. And again, engage with the right partner or engage with you once they've satisfied the need to know that you integrate with XYZ company.
So, past that, what are your thoughts on future iterations for building AI functionality into the Partner Fleet platform?
This I have a lot of ideas and vision about. All of this is potential ideas, future looking. None of them are committed to the roadmap yet. But the idea behind what we want to do next, right? Getting the content out there, improving the ROI, speeding time to market is phase one. Phase two is really taking the work that our customers are doing and enhancing it or doing it for them from the perspective of program level work, right? If a new partner is coming in, can we go do a bunch of research using AI and other tools to serve them information about that partner when they apply to join the program? Can we take a look at what that partner has submitted in the marketplace and determine whether or not it needs a manual review or can be automatically approved? Take the work away from them, do gap analysis through the existing partner base and all of the listings that are in the marketplace, do analysis against form submissions, developer submissions, things like that to make their lives easier.
This is not just a feature set we're launching, right? But an actual shift in strategy to being AI first. So, what does that mean to you as the CEO of Partner Fleet?
AI first means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. To me, it means that we're going to create something that solves our customers' need, creates the outcomes they're looking for in a different way than they've been doing it, right? AI doesn't mean I have this task and I'm just going to have AI do this task for me. It really means the outcome is to grow customer adoption of partners as one outcome. What are the AI features that help us get to that outcome? What are things that we can do that our customers haven't been doing because it was too complicated, they didn't have the data, whatever it was, that we can now supplement with AI to get to those outcomes? And this is something that is embedded in every feature we're looking at. Every feature we have today, we're evaluating, can this be enhanced with AI? Can this be replaced with AI so that our customers don't even have to do it?
And talk to me about how we at Partner Fleet are actually using AI internally to improve the platform and our processes and stuff.
I use AI a dozen times every single day, and I actually use different AIs for different things. We use it internally to help us make sure we're writing secure code. We use it internally to help us write code faster and do the boilerplate of building features. And so we're actually accelerating the pace at which we are moving as Partner Fleet. We're at least doubling the capacity of our engineering team through AI, but we're also using it to make sure that we're still writing the best code, we're still writing secure code, and we're still creating the outcomes for our customers that we care about.
All right, it's early days, but do we have any feedback from customers on what we're building?
We've gotten a lot of really good feedback around the idea of AI, around this feature set. A lot of our customers, their biggest challenge has been getting the content right on the marketplace. And we're coming to them with a solution for that. Not only does it solve their problem, but it solves it without them having to do anything. They're really excited about that. But then the second thing we've been hearing is that a lot of companies, a lot of leadership teams are telling every organization, you have to start using AI every day. One of the people I spoke to was told they have to become, I think it was 30% more efficient by using AI, but there's not a lot of AI tooling and partnerships. And so they're excited about being able to not only solve their problems, but meet the needs that their leadership is giving them through PartnerFleet.
And how can people learn more?
If you want to just go to our website and check out what we're doing there, we have announcements on all of these features. You can also book a demo to see it in action. And at any point, if you're interested in this or have ideas, reach out to me personally. I'd love to dive deeper on AI with anyone who wants to.